Nigerian living in the abroad and you've once sent money home for one sure business or an uncle's investment only for the money to vanish, I'm sorry, I'm making this video for you. In fact, let's even forget about bad experience. If you're looking for credible ways to invest and grow your money back here in Nigeria, this investment banker day for you. Here is what most Nigerians in the diaspora don't know. You can actually invest back home in government-regulated instruments without having to talk to anybody, without having to have anybody look after the investment. Everything is under your control. The same exact investment opportunities that you have bankers, big companies using to grow their own money, all those opportunities are also open to you, whether you are in Nigeria or you are outside Nigeria. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you, one, the requirements you need to legitimately invest in the Nigerian capital market yourself. Number two, I'm going to be sharing some of these investment opportunities that you can take advantage of, and then show you step by step how you can take advantage of all of these opportunities. Because I've seen that a lot of our people in this community, they are Nigerians in diaspora. I keep getting the questions when I share an investment opportunity. People are always asking, oh Jennifer, I'm not in Nigeria, can I invest in this? Yes, you can. So far you are a Nigerian and you have all the requirements which I will share with you. All of these investments are available for you. Let's dive in. But if you're meeting for the first time, I'm Financial Jennifer, an investment banker, a chartered accountant, a chartered stockbroker, a licensed dealer in the Nigerian stock market, but most importantly, your money cheerleader. In this our finance community, we are all about investing, side hustle. We are each other's cheerleader. We hold one another accountable. If that's the kind of thing you love to listen to, hit that subscription button right away. I can't wait to have you as one of us. So let's start with the requirements for what you need to invest in the Nigerian stock market. First of all, you need a brokerage account. So this is like your investment account, probably with any of the investment houses, right? Now the question is, what do you need to create a brokerage account? Number one, which is usually where some people tend to have challenges, is your proof of address. Yes, you need something that shows that the address you say you stay at, there is something to back it. But here is the thing, for a lot of people, when they use their abroad address, yes, you can use the address of where you are in the abroad. The only thing is that the utility bill or something that you will need for it, for some houses, they will tell you it has to be notarized. That is, you have to take it to a notary public for them to sign and stamp on it, right? That is one. But something you don't know is that it's not a must you will use an abroad address. You can even use your Nigerian address here. The only thing is that you need a document that tallies with the address you are providing. What are the documents you will need? Number one is could be your bank statement, right? For some banks, at the beginning of the statement, they state the address. So you can use that address there on the bank statement. Many of you probably have your Nigerian bank account, because that's another thing you need. You need a Nigerian bank account to transact in the Nigerian capital market, right? So far you already have a bank account. Go and check the statement. For most banks, you can generate your statement through their mobile app. If you cannot, you can send them an email to share the statement with you. So many of them has an address on it. If yours has, you can use that address and you are good to go. Another thing you can use is NIN. If you have your Nigerian NIN and the address there, you can use the address there and it's going to work for you. Again, I think another thing that you could also use is driver's license. Yeah, if you have your Nigerian driver's license here, that could work. Or utility bill. Maybe your address here in Nigeria, they're paying bill on it, right? Ask someone to get you the utility bill. Any of this is going to work for you. So no, it doesn't have to be your abroad address. You can decide to keep things simple. Avoid all the headache of the back and forth and using your address back home here. So that's one of the important things you need. I already mentioned a Nigerian bank account. Remember, you are transacting here in Nigeria, so you need a way to fund your investments, which could be mostly in Naira, right? So you need a way to fund investment, and when there is maturity or when the investment is paying you back, it's into that bank account they're going to pay you. No, they're not going to pay it to your foreign account. So yes, you need a Nigerian bank account. Most of people already have it, but if you don't have, many banks now have the provision for you to create an account even when you are in the abroad. So reach out to them, send them an email, they're going to guide you. And then again, you need your BVN. Thankfully, most people have BVN, right? So if you have your BVN, you have your proof of address, you have your Nigerian bank account, you are good to go. Yes, you need ID card. Now, it can be your international passport. That's the least of the problems. You need that, and then your signature. Once all of these are intact, you are good to go. You don't have any issue again. So you can go ahead and create account with any of the brokerage houses or investment houses. Here in Nigeria, we have so many of them. We have Afrinvest, we have Codros, we have Meristem. There are so many of them. And no, you don't even have to talk to them. All you have to do is to download their app. Many of them have apps now, like Afrinvest. Their app is called Afrinvest 2.0. I know Mary Stem has Mary Trade and Wealth Body and so many investments one. All of them have their app. So go to the Play Store, download any of them. I have a previous video where I kind of reviewed the different apps here in Nigeria. Let me know. I'm going to link the video in the description so you can check it out and see the different options available. Right? Even fintech platforms, the Sycamore, the Piggyverse, the Optimus, all of these platforms. If you have these things I listed, you can create account with any of them. Now, once your account is set, another thing that you will need is a CSCS. Now, CSCS, you're not the one to create it for yourself. It's the platform you are using. It's their duty to create it. So when you download the app, let's say on Afrinvest 2.0 now, you download the app, you sign up, you provide everything. Within 24 hours or 48 hours, when you go back to the account, you see your CSCS number. It's like your it's where all your investments are being held. And that's one of the wonders of Nigerian capital market, because no matter what investment you've done, after how many years, when you come back with your CSCS, you can trace all your investments. A lot of people used to say that, oh, they bought shares back in the days, they don't know where the shares are. Trust me, it's not lost. 20 years later, it's not lost. All they have to do is just to like dematerialize the shares, like get all the share certificates and have them everything together in your CSCS account. Let me know if you need a video on how to do that. The process of recovering your lost shares and dividend, I could do a separate video on it. For this particular video, we are looking at how you can get started, set up an investment you can do. So now we've covered how you can create your brokerage account with the things you need, and we've mentioned that once you have your brokerage account, they're going to create a CSCS number for you, and when you have that, you are good to start investing. So next thing now is, what are the investments open to you? We've already mentioned shares, so let's start with that. All of these amazing Nigerian companies, you can invest in these companies, you can invest in their shares. And this year, in fact, the Nigerian stock market is one of the most powerful tools of wealth building. The market has been doing so well. This year, we've seen some stocks doing like 600%, 400%, and all that. So let's say, for example, MTN, the one many of us know. January, MTN was 200 naira. Right now, MTN is 400 and something naira in less than 1 year. That's like your money doubling, right? So yes, you can invest in the stock market here in Nigeria. I have a video where I shared my screen and show step by step how you could invest in the Nigerian stock market. And even let's even take a detour. Whether you want to invest in the US market and you are a Nigerian in the abroad, you can do that. There in the abroad are different platforms, you know, the World Simple, the Trading 212. You can use all of that to invest in the US market. Or you feel like, because some people used to complain, sometimes when I'm doing my one-on-one section, most of my one-on-one clients are Nigerians in the abroad, right? They will tell you that the tax they used to build them there, in fact, for some personal reasons, many of them love to have their investments here in Nigeria. They don't mind if it is in naira, but of course you can also invest in dollars here in Nigeria, right? The euro bond, the money market, the dollar mutual fund, and all that. I'm going to get there. So if you are out there but you want to invest in the US market using platforms here in Nigeria, you can. We have Optimus here, we have Bamboo, we have Trove. You can create account with that. Is if you don't want to use the foreign apps, right? So yes, you can invest in the Nigerian stock market, in the US stock market, regardless of where you are. The second investment you can explore is mutual fund. Let's start with the dollar mutual fund, because for some people would be like, they don't want to invest in naira. That is fine. You can invest in dollars. Part of the ways you could do that is through dollar mutual fund. Like mutual fund is like a pool of funds. It can be in naira, it can be in dollar. We have the ones that invest in stocks, we call them equity mutual fund. We have the ones that invest in money market instruments, safer instruments, we call that money market mutual fund. We also have the dollars. You can invest in dollar mutual fund. Now most times the dollar mutual fund are pegged to euro bonds. There are investments we call euro bond, but for that you need $200,000 to invest in. Not everybody has that amount. So what they can do is invest in dollar mutual fund. So for example, now on Optimus by Afrinvest, there are different mutual funds there. There is the one of equity, AEF. There is the one of money market, APF. There is the one of dollar mutual fund, ADF. Even Cowrywise also has different mutual funds you can explore. So regardless of where you are, you could invest in mutual fund. Number third option is treasury bills. With treasury bill, even your commercial bank can do treasury bills for you, right? Or the investment house you are dealing with. Here now you are lending money to the government. It's usually short term. For most houses, minimum of like 100,000. But if you are buying from the primary market, it's usually from 50 million from primary market. You can call your bank, you can email them. or the investment house you are doing, many of the apps I mentioned, Afrinvest 2.0, they have treasury bills there, so you can decide to invest like 6 months, 1 year, depending on how you want to do it. The fourth option is commercial paper. With this one now, you are lending money to corporates, you know, all the big companies. I think recently we did the one of Dangote Sugar, we did the one of UAC, we did the one of Zenep Food. There are so many houses, Precise Lightings. All of these are investment options for you. And with commercial paper, you are going to make more money than treasury bill because the risk level is somehow higher than when you are investing with the government. So with commercial paper, you need 5 million naira most times to invest in it. Although some platforms, sometimes they can reduce it to like 1 million. Even platforms like Sycamore, I think it's just 100,000 you need. So commercial paper is an option for you. You know, when you start investing, it's going to make your life easier. So for a lot of my clients, what they do is that they have their investment portfolio here in Nigeria. Most times, for all the black tax that is on your head, you have to send money home, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. They don't touch their income. They set up this investment, and the interest from it is what they use to sort all the small bills here in the Nigeria, right? So whatever money they're making there is for them. So you can decide to like block out, let's say 10 million, block out like 20 million. Let me just fix this money. Let me use it and be sorting out all the wahala and headache from Nigeria. No problem. I know so they disturb you people, but investments can help you to attend to these things. A lot of people have bad experience with trying to start business. They send money home, and the people here mess up those businesses. Now, most of my clients, they're not doing again. They said they're not doing again. Let them just invest their money. That money they're looking for business, investment can give it to them. You invest 10 million, you get 12 million out of it. It matures, you roll it over again. Before you know it, 10 million is now 15 million, and it keeps building like that. So you are sleeping tight. Nobody is stressing you over any business, and your money is still growing. For people that have plans of coming back home later, by the time they are back here, they've amassed a lot of wealth from investing. So yes, the point of this video is to tell you that regardless of where you are, there are opportunities here in the capital market. You can invest here in Nigeria. Let me know if you have any questions. And yes, I do have one-on-one sections where we can see that I guide you opening all of these accounts. In fact, telling you different options. But trust me, with this video alone, you are good to go. Come to the comments and let me know if you have any questions, and share this video with your people, with your friends abroad. In fact, some of our people out there will be like, they'll invite me to their church, because there are so many people of our people out there looking for what investing, looking for credible opportunities, but nobody is there to guide them. I'm really happy. In fact, over and over, I want to do more videos like this, targeting our people abroad, because there is money back home here. Like I mentioned before, I have different videos. Some of these investments I mentioned, I have detailed video where I go into details, even shared my screen to show you. I'll link some of them in the description. You can check them out, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions.